So I started already, but I just thought to myself, why not record some of this brake caliper coming apart. I've already started a little bit, but we'll go and find some more bits and pieces, take it apart. So as you can see, I'm back and things changed on the bench. So pistons were harder to remove than expected, and that's because of the amount, I think somebody had shoved them back in really hard, the amount of dirt they had around the edge. This one just didn't want to come out at all. So I put it back on the brake line and I pushed them out using their own hydraulic pressure. I had to remove one dust seal to get the original piston to go back in. It's kind of annoying, but you can see it's well beyond good. In here they look quite nice and tidy. See that one dust seal I removed? That's what it looks like before you remove a dust seal, but that top one there was the one that didn't want to come out. Pulled the dust seal out just to make the first one that did want to come out far easier, but just plug it back onto the brake. You waste a good bit of .4 doing this. But wedge this screwdriver in like that, and that stopped this bottom pot wanting to come out entirely. It's annoying doing this with one hand. Then I pushed out the top pot, no bother, but they're a bit, they might have cleaned up, but I think they would have just went sticky, fucking years of abuse kind of thing. These will be the original from like 2006 I think, so not bad. I'll go and clean this up and then I'll start recording again. Corroded and stuck in there, so that'll need a good proper cleaning out, not be messing about. Let's get some anal inspection gloves on, eh? Keep the grit out of our cavities, you know. Seeing as my bench is clean. I need to reload this actually. It says not WD-40, it's some brake and clutch cleaner. I like to buy it in a big bottle because it's far cheaper. It's good and fucking. I think this dust seal has been knackered for years, not just a long time. Might actually see if this could get a sonic bath, see if we can get some of the shit out there. Not got much of this stuff left, which is good stuff. Flashes off really fast as well, I found this stuff. I'll do for the top up. I actually think, bring the camera in a bit closer. Don't know if you guys will see it in there. I think that's damage around the bottom from someone shoving the piston in unevenly, maybe? Don't know if that's going to have an effect. I've never really seen that much down the bottom of them before, but I've not had hundreds of these apart personally, so we'll see. There's that camera angle. Sweet. So the bike sat for 5 years, and then I think someone sold it out of their shed to a bike shop. They did the very minimal to it, because I bought it a couple of years ago and it had been off the road for 5, and aye, so when I got it, pushing it out the van because I had it delivered, I bought it from a bike shop that was pretty far away. I actually didn't view it because, well, an engine's an engine, it breaks, you fix it. As long as it comes in good enough nick, I don't need to claim anything off them, it's fine. And it was fine, apart from this. This was an issue since I got the thing. And quite clearly they just skimmed it through an MOT with a front brake that just like to bind on the one. Wonder if they thought I'd ride it enough that it would wear itself off. Well, my life went a bit to shit and I had to store a whole load of tools and other such shit somewhere, so some stuff had to live outside. Unfortunately, this bike was one of those things. And our piston, valves, carb and fuel tank all got affected by water. So this is part of the process of fixing all of that. I should have taken that fucking thing out. Do that anew. Hopefully I'm not blowing too much shite up the back of it, but I'll fix that with a bit of spray here. Having this through So yeah, and unfortunately this bike got neglected, and I don't like neglecting my bikes. But I've had the piston honed out tooth out, I've had the barrel honed out tooth out, got a slightly bigger piston to go in it, lapped the valves up so they're hopefully seating well again. I haven't tested that yet. And yeah, hopefully in a day or two I'll be able to just slap an MOT on this beast, because this crappy stuff and putting the cylinder head back on is the only stuff we really need to do. So let's see, that's looking quite clean. Let's give it a go with the air. Best free cleaner available. I think what I'm going to do with this is take the rubber out, and I think it's going to go for a bath, because I've got some shit in there I'd like to get out. It's just corrosion behind the seal. Yeah, we'll see. Get some other bits related to the bike. And another bench change up. Should probably, let's put some new gloves on. Treat it like we know-ish what we're doing-ish. Because, well, here's something I can touch without really sticking too many gloves on. Our barrel. She's back again. Do some assembly on this guy. Ah, god damn. Need a bigger size of gloves or something. Right, so, box of bits. Ooh. Piston. Whole top end. Seals. Oh, free lighter. Just kidding, it's actually mine because I'm shit at organising. And the pots for the brakes, so I'll just put them back in the box. Don't need him. Let's have a look. So, let's have a look. I've only had a quick glance at this cylinder head. Oh, that looks like quite a nice pattern. So get the below the light a bit more. Yeah, I can see it fine. Camera can see it quite well. The hole looks pretty good. There was a whole ring around the middle of it. So take tooth thou out. Looks grand now. Ready to get put back together. Seal kit. So, yep, let's do that. And this is pretty simple. Literally just wants two locating dowels. Dowel 1 and dowel 2. They've got a little bit rusty whilst they've been sitting out, so I have some cure for that. Oh, there's a wee square there. Just very gentle rub with some 1200 grit, because it's a very light surface rust. Surface is like cancer. If it gets rust on it, it just fucking goes and goes. Oh yeah, I had to pull this thing out. So he has a bit of a fat spot on him. Might need a file. He was stuck in I had to pull them out with a set of pliers because I didn't want them going to the machine shop like that. Kind of fits better into that one. I'm going to put them in fucked end first. I'll be back. Well then, back again. New camera angle, see if that's any better. Now, I went away to find this nice lightweight hammer for tapping these dowels in, because this dowel has went out of oval when I gripped it with the pliers to try and pull it out. That probably made absolutely no difference, so just quite sure that's all we've on. Yeah, it's definitely all the way in. The other one should be no bother. This little guy next that I've given the most finest paint job to. Actually, I should stick some gloves on. And we've got these two guys. A bit of a clean. Doesn't look like he's picked up any dust. So, it's not an oil pot I like to use. Some of these annoying to get bits, and this doesn't really need oil, it's just for my own satisfaction. Because a piston is nearly a perfect cup if it didn't have the two holes on the side of it. And this is out of a heat seized Husqvarna 346. Looks pretty good there. Had a long day in the office, that's all. Him in there. Smear a little bit of this. Make sure all the little holes are clear in it. These ones, even though they've been sitting over there in a pretty clean corner, have managed to pick up some wee bits of grit. So give them a good old wash off before they go back in. Thankfully it just seemed to be a couple of clumps. Some dust must have fallen off or something as it went past. Oh, picked up some crap there somewhere. Get that off. Oh, there's crap falling in the oil. May well have been. Might need some new stuff. Ah, farmer style. We'll just keep going. I've put bikes together in far dirtier conditions than this. Just keep an eye out for the biggest R species. Right. Imagine this is going to be a pain in my cock. Okay. Sure. It's a bit of a better view. Hopefully keep you in place. Piston, rings, pin, clips. Nice one. Everything we could ever want to make our wildest dreams come true. Nice. Does look fairly nicely machined. Wondering there's a thing that people do in the chainsaw two-stroke world, and it's just knock this hard edge off. Doesn't look too hard on this piston, but some of the Chinese pistons you get for chainsaws can be hellish looking. Out the blocks. Yeah. What have we got here? Assemble the oil ring first. It's like two different types. Come back here, you. It's one thing about sticking oil rings on these wee bikes, they're quite dainty. Be good and careful with them. Saying that, I'll snap it. I'll put a kink in it. Hold it down so you guys can actually see something. What's the point in recording it? Just one ring in below the bottom. Next ring nicely on the top. Come here. Lovely. And that was the right way, mate. Something like well, there we go. Rings are ringing. Okay, lovely little gudgeon pin. Oh, so good. So good. Yeah. Sloppy, sloppy. That boy of mine is getting dealt off by his mother, something fierce the next. Okay, he's back again. Right. See if I can get this on without fucking meltdown Mark 3 happening. Get fucked, you bastard. Right. These little fuckers can fuck off across your workshop. Faster than anything. So I'm not going to be holding them up. Finding a bit close to my eyes, no yours. No, we're still going. Still recording. What? Yeah. Back again. Fucking stupid woman. How come it's only men of any sort of mechanical common sense? Fucking shuts a piece of fabric in a rubber seal and wonders why the fuck it's leaking. Jesus Christ.
not in there. Beep boop. Open up. Okay. Cylinder head gasket. Shamong. Grabbing the rest of my bits. So now we've got that gasket on, cylinder head on, put my dowels in, a little bit of wiggle on the dowels, excellent. Oh, ripper. Come on. Whoops. Damn it. Hope you enjoyed that. Now we sat the cylinder head on there, with 4 bolts to put in. Nice and clean from over here. Cleanest part of the workshop anyway. Oh, don't fucking run away, you washer. Sounds like the wind's doing its mother seed in. Oops. Interesting to see if the camera can actually hear her shout. Probably. That's the one that wants a long socket. They're all semi-wrapped up. Change for this one for a long reach socket. There's not enough room to do it inside the frame with an extension on. There we go. I had a friend many years ago with a CG, pretty much the same style engine at the top. Snapped his one of these engine bolts. So he did. Borrowing a torque wrench from a bike mechanic that was apparently set correctly. I think it was out of calibration, or the cylinder head had been on and off way too many times. That's pretty good. I've only ever done them like that. No torque wrench at all. But I've never bothered doing a big engine. Just single cylinders. Not keen. No. Now for the rockers and the push rods. Gotta oil up those rockers before they go in there. Nice, sitting in there just lovely. actually it'll be off at the time that we removed it, so we'll have one of these under pressure. I would think I never rotated it round enough. Got him. And got him. Quick. Should be fine. It's fucking next time. Could be rude. I think it's a dual sport and it's covered in scratches anyway. Nice. Yes. Lovely. Sorry that took so long. I was just remembering I had some paint I needed to clean up off of this guy. Run me round. Steady. Coming the other side, I think. Yeah, that was it. In we go. Boom. Looking lovely. Just like that. 3 bolts on the top. These are 10s instead of 12s. Everything so far is pretty much a 12. So it's nice about Hondas. I do find. Personal preference. Keep things very simple. I have found from an old CG, all I needed to do was just carry a small handful of spanners, pliers, some screwdrivers, and I could fix nearly anything outside the road. Damn, I'm not taking it apart again. Hey. And if anybody does actually watch this bloody video in the future, and I've not got the camera in the best position to let you see anything, just contact me and I'll try my best to figure out your problem with you. These little engines are super simple. Best thing for 16-year-olds to be, 17-year-olds rather, to be fucking about with and learning how it all works. Because Christ, you're not going to do much wrong with one of these. Now then, some pipe work. I was holding up out the way, cross like that. This. For the people on the camera, there's a little O-ring that goes along with this set up here just inside the head. I'm pretty sure I put it back in before when I did my valves. Pretty sure. It's not up on the bench, so pretty sure. And I'll fucking slip up in here like a dream, just like that. Fucking numpty, dearie me. At least I can't fuck up the rest, she says. You can hear the fucking missus shouting at the Wayne again. You go and find out what the fuck's going on through there and calm her down a bit. Oh, that's the fuck. Oh, satisfaction. Oh, he's like, I don't want to go in anymore, fuck you. So that one definitely pulled the start of the threads of these, but more than double the amount of thread there now. No worries. Be happy. Should really be doing this with a ratchet, but I don't have a ratchet small enough to just nestle in there. I do, on the other hand, have ratchet spanners, which I should be using, but they're just too good. get spoiled using that sort of shit. Not like I'm in a rush, getting paid to do it. See, they fit better. Why are you retard? Oh, I shouldn't be using R word. It's kind of like the N word nowadays. And who the fuck wants to go north? Oh, clumsy motherfucker. I remember you, forgot to put you back on. Whoops. I'll stick you back on you, but... Lovely. Shabba babba babba babba. Stop slipping enough. Still? Wait. Okay. Oh. Should be doing that with such a long extension. There. These cables over the top, I think. Fucking. Check that fuel air mixture screw real fast. Oh fuck. You are pretty much just sitting watching fuck all. no idea what the camera position is going to be like up here, so I think it's 1 3/4 tons it says is the setting for the carb initially, so I've set that up because it's an arse to get to otherwise. I'll need to feed it into that first. Let me line that up onto there. That on there. Spin that up. Fuel pipe through there. Just leave that drain pipe hanging out the side, easy enough to fix in a minute. Needle and slide. Should have maybe checked where the tick-over screw was set to. Tick-over screw is easy enough got to, I can check that at any point. This funny pair of wires, for people who don't know, is a carb heater from cold climates, preheat stuff. Ooh, think it really does much. In Scotland, it's snubbed up. Right there and the rest is tightened up. Let's do this guy down here and put a spark plug in it really. Get the petrol tank on. Well, then the battery over on my side, and the only exhaust is what we need. Let's get crack-a-lacking on the exhaust then. So we've got some front brake stuff that needs done. But we're going to clean that. So we'll just seal that back up, because I know I'm a messy bastard.